Hi everyone, it's me Ben and welcome to Daily Archangel. Long time no see, and I just want to start by explaining where I've been. So I've not been around for like over a year, maybe 2 years now, I'm not sure. But I've had a lot of things that I've had to do in my life at the moment. Things I've had to do, I've been following my dreams and I've achieved a lot of my personal goals. In the last year I've been to LA, visiting California, been to San Diego Comic-Con, met some of my idols like Stan Lee, and just lots of different amazing things. It's been a year where I've had to spend a lot of time as part of my spiritual path doing things for me and doing the things that I need to do, but I'm also in part-time work, which also takes up a lot of my time. And when I'm not busy with work, I'm either catching up with friends, writing, or still trying to pursue a career in the industry that I want to be in. So that takes up a lot of my time. But I just needed me time as well. I loved running this channel, but it was getting to a point where, because I was doing free readings for people, I was doing a lot of them on top of the daily and weekly readings, and I was happy to do that, but I was doing a lot for other people and realising that I wasn't actually giving myself enough time for things I want to do, or things for myself. And I apologise, by the way, if I'm a bit sniffly and whatever, because my hay fever is really bad this week. It's not bothered me for absolutely ages recently, but today and yesterday, yep, it's been full on, folks. But I think another thing is the reading community's changed, and that's not a bad thing. I'm glad there's so much more of you out there now, but I think because there's so many, I thought, the community is in safe hands, especially with people like Angel, Emma, Robin, Alex, Pat. There's so many of you out there, but a part of me also misses people who aren't around on YouTube much anymore, like Jackie, Dipty, and Natasha, Gabriella. I'm in contact with many of these people anyway, but kind of the group that I started with are around as much. But as I say, I'm not saying that's a bad thing, because the community is in great hands at the moment. But as I've been talking to a few people lately, Angel and Leslie included, and I feel like now is kind of the right time for me to come back. So I'm just going to take it one step at a time. I'm not going to offer personal readings just yet, but I'm happy to be back. I'm not going to say I'm going to do readings every day or even every week, but I want to be around in some capacity. So see how it goes, and hopefully I'll be here when I can, as much as I can. So on that note, let's get into today's reading for Tuesday, the 17th of June 2014. So I'm going to use two decks today, the Archangel deck and the Saints and Angels deck, both by Doreen Virtue, and we shall see what the angels have to say for us today. I'm so excited to do this because it's been a long time. One card jumps out. Okay, so we'll put that there, and I'll pull the Saints and Angel card as well, see what they have to say. Two of my very favourite decks, so I think it's very poignant that I use these decks to start with. Okay, so just carry on shuffling this deck here. I just had to stop the camera there, sorry, because I had a big sneeze coming on. Oh, hay fever's not great, but I'm going to ask Archangel Raphael to help me and all other hay fever sufferers, because it's not a very nice illness to have. Okay, so I've pulled the cards, so let's see what they have to say. From the Archangel deck, we get Clairsentience. There we are, Clairsentience. And the reading on the card says, Archangel Raguel, notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. Now I believe it's Mercury retrograde, and I've felt that this time round. So that's something to ponder on immediately. Think about, as it says, your physical and emotional feelings. What are these telling you? It's a message to trust your gut instinct. However, really ponder on it, and you've got to think what's best. What has the highest value for you when making your decisions. Trust your instincts, but at the same time, don't go rushing into things too fast. And I'm getting the message, timing is crucial. I really do feel like this Mercury retrograde thing is a big part of the message. And the wings on Raguel in this card, they're kind of like folding around, almost hug-like. And so I get the feeling to ask the angels to shield you and protect you as you start to make any changes in your life. I feel like there's a lot of change coming up, and the fact that he's got like the torch, it's making me feel like always follow the light, follow the path of light. Don't let darkness or negative attitudes or lower vibes distract you or take you down. You've got to stay on this spiritual path, and you've got to stay focused on what it is you want, but maintain sensibility at all time. And trust your intuition, trust the intuition. And when you aren't sure, don't be afraid to actually ask the angels, because they are there for you, and they can help confirm things much easier than your own mind or ego can ever do. The additional message on the card says, please honour your feelings. Don't be afraid of deep emotions or intense feelings. I can help you distinguish between your own feelings and those of others. I'll also help you clear any energies you may absorb. I'll guide you toward people, situations and places with clear, loving energy. Your repetitive emotions and physical feelings provide important information, so please notice and follow these feelings. They're answers to your prayers. Ask me to translate confusing messages so that you'll clearly know which steps to take. So again, if you're confused and not quite sure what you need to be doing, you need to ask Raguel for that help. And when it says I'll guide you towards people or situations and places with clear, loving energy, immediately what springs to mind there is that you need to be cutting cords with the people who are dragging you down. Ask Michael for help with this, but cut cords and stay away from people with lower negative atmospheres, because you don't want to be dragged down with them. And from the Saints and Angel deck, we get Pray from Guardian Angel. For me, this card doesn't often come up too much, but again, I think it's just reiterating that message of do not be afraid to ask the angels for help, especially with all these new beginnings going on, and just to get that guidance. As I say, with Mercury retrograde, it's not often a great time for new beginnings. I get the feeling that a lot of people are thinking about starting new things, be it careers, opportunities, travel plans, relationships, but just pray to the angels and ask for the guidance on it. Trust your intuition, but get the guidance as well, and just think about when it's going to be the most opportune moment for you to make these decisions. And the fact that they're wearing like daisy chains on the head makes me think, get out in nature when you can, because it will help you clear your mind and help you make that contact more with the angels. That's what I'm hearing. It's easier to meditate and connect, but even if you're like me and with hay fever, and like you have a day like me today where the last thing you want to be doing is out in fields or whatever, find that calm space that you can somewhere, have plants or water around you, and just really focus on what it is you want and what's going to be best for you. And I'm also getting when you pray, it doesn't always have to be to God and the angels either. You can ask departed loved ones for their help and advice too, because they're always going to be there for you, and they really will help. So some deep messages there today. I'm sorry for the kind of choppiness of this video, but my hay fever is through the roof, and it's doing my head in, to be quite frank. It's lovely to be back. As I say, I can't commit to being regular just yet, but hopefully I can be with you as much as I possibly can, and find that good balance. I'd love to see other readers back too, you know, maybe one day Jackie or Dipti and Gabriella and Natasha will come back, but if not, hey ho, I'm in contact with them, and I've got you lovely people watching, and all my other reader friends, both here on YouTube and on other social media. And a big thank you again to Angel and Leslie for convincing me that it was time to come back. Okay guys, so have a lovely day. I again apologise for the choppiness and the hay fever, but I love you very much, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.